In recent years, we have been experiencing headaches more often for no apparent reason. And what about our memory? Does the following sound familiar? You open the refrigerator and forget why you went there. Also, it's harder to concentrate. You read a paragraph of text and can't remember what you just read. You start a sentence and lose your train of thought midway through. What's wrong with us? Here's a fact that caught my attention. Since 1932, people's IQs have been steadily increasing. Each generation was smarter than the previous one. This was called the Flynn Effect. And then in the 1990s, the graph suddenly reversed. IQs began to decline, at first slowly, then faster. In Norway, 730,000 people were tested, a drop of 7 points in one generation. In Denmark, where 500,000 tests were conducted, the same thing. Finland, France, Britain, and the US, the same picture everywhere. American schoolchildren today show the worst results in math and reading ever recorded. Not because the curriculum is more difficult, but because their brains are working worse. Each successive generation is less intelligent than the previous one. The conclusion is clear. Humanity is becoming less intelligent. But why? Now here's the most interesting part. Do you know what else started in the 1990s? An explosive growth in plastic production. Now listen to the experts and draw your own conclusions.
And we found out that particles which are in the bloodstream and cover themselves with cholesterol molecules, they easily can enter the blood-brain barrier, which is a very strict body barrier and protects the brain from toxic outside or even therapeutic substances. So it's, it's difficult, for instance, to treat brain tumors because the blood-brain barrier is so strict also for medications. But particles can enter quickly because they cover themselves with molecules will help them enter the blood-brain barrier. And this is for me, it was really very striking to see that, that these particles in 2 hours after we give them an oral gavage, they're already in the brain.
Scientists at the University of New Mexico have found that in every gram of brain tissue in middle-aged individuals, there are about 4,900 micrograms of plastic. This means that today, around 0.5% of the human brain is composed of plastic. Simple calculations show that the human brain contains on average around 7 grams of plastic, roughly the weight of a plastic teaspoon. And such a teaspoon is already inside the human head.